My name is Samantha Pop. I'm a social media strategist and content creator for small business owners looking to grow their brand online. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how going private is not a social media growth hack. And this comes from Jack Appleby from his LinkedIn post that I found a little while ago. And this is going into the CEO of Twitter, which, if you don't know who that is, it's Elon Musk. He recently bought Twitter last year, and although that in itself was drama and it was just full of gossip, believe me, there was a lot of tea to sip on that. But today we're talking about something else regarding making your social media private, and that's really not about how to grow your social media. So on February 1st, 2023, Elon Musk made this tweet: made my account private until tomorrow morning to test whether you see my private tweets more than my public ones. And I have everything to say about that in itself, which Jack goes into detail in his post about. I think it's hilarious. And with Jack and what he says in his post, let me preface by saying I'm a huge believer in casual data, anecdotal learnings, and people's ability to pull insights without conducting crazy, deep, wild, expensive data studies. But that said, Elon has continually proven to have either no interest or understanding of the most basic of data. And I agree with him, because he goes into a couple of details about why what Elon Musk did was literally the most stupid thing possible when testing data or testing your followers. And we're going to go into all the tea. So number one, here's a whole list of reasons why what he does is literally proving nothing about making his private tweets. So number one, Elon has 127 million followers, making him the second most followed account on all of Twitter. His account and his followers are not even sort of the average user on Twitter. And I agree, they're not. Number two, Elon is the CEO of Twitter. That itself is like, okay, like, what are you doing? If you're a CEO of a company, you're not going to be doing, not platforms, you're not going to be doing tests like this. Like, that just doesn't make sense. CEOs don't do that. And so he goes on to say, conducting any sort of test from the CEO of the platform's account tells you nothing, because again, he's not the average user. And 100% Jack is right. Like, it would be different if he was taking a more average account and seeing how that tests. But Elon, being so popular, being literally the second most followed person on all of Twitter, and being the CEO of the company, you're going to get very skewed results that are not going to give you any form of true data, because it's not going to be real for literally anyone else on the platform. It's just going to be about his account. And he's literally telling people he's doing a test, which then itself is a whole nother problem. And yet Jack goes into the next thing just about that. So number three, okay, I'm sorry about all caps, but you cannot tell your subjects that you are testing them this way. And I agree. You can't be telling people you're testing them, because they're going to act differently. You're not going to get true results. Of course, Elon tweets while private, while get a tremendous artificial boost. In the first day, he literally announced to them, hi, you're in my little club for a day, which he did. That doesn't prove a single thing about the long-term viability of a strategy. And it literally doesn't prove anything at all. Because like we already mentioned about him being the second most followed person on Twitter, he's not the average user, and his followers are not the average user on Twitter, and he's the fucking CEO. So you're not going to get any real true results from this. Anything that he gets from this isn't going to be able to try and put in to other accounts and see if it works, because it's not going to do the same thing. Number four, a one-day test to prove something that's measured with data. I'm sorry, what? In what world would 24 hours of data tell you anything meaningful? And that's true. There's some people that do tests for weeks, months, even a year long to see And this depends on what kind of data you're looking for and what you're testing to get this data. But 24 hours, like it kind of makes me question his intelligence when it's like, okay, you're going to do a 1-day test. You're going to tell your followers about it. And you're literally the CEO of the company, which isn't going to give you any real data. I'm sorry, what? Like this literally just baffles me that he did this. And number 5 from Jack says, what are you, a 2013 meme account? Well, actually, don't answer that, Elon. You kind of are. And he is, because I, unfortunately, do follow Elon Musk on Twitter. And a lot of the time he's posting memes or he's making fun of people, and he doesn't really add a lot of value to the world on his Twitter account. It's literally just to, be like, hey, like, okay, remember when Twitter first came out and people are like, hey, I'm sitting on the toilet? That's literally what he's using it for right now. He's using it as like a joke and to just build up his popularity. But yeah, and he trolls every time that he does something like this. And Jack says, I honestly don't buy it. This whole thing, this whole data strategy test thing that Elon Musk tried to do, I have no idea what to think about it. Because, like we went over, a 24-hour test, you're not going to get, like, what data are you going to get from that? If he did that, if he hypothetically made his account private, told no one about it, obviously didn't make a tweet about it, and was like, oh, I'm going to see if, like, announcing to your followers, oh, let me know if you see my private tweets more than my public ones. And it's like, okay, there's probably insights or there's probably data that you can get from Twitter, the account that, or the company that you own, to figure that out. Are people seeing your private tweets? Or are they seeing your public tweets more? And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to see your public tweets way more, because people that don't follow you are more likely to see your public tweets. I have people come up on my Twitter feed that I don't follow because other people are retweeting them. So there's so many things wrong with this strategy that he did. And I'm shocked that he is the CEO of Twitter. However, these are all the things not to do when you're trying to do some sort of test or trying to get data from your audience, from your customers. These are all the things not to do, because you're not going to get any real data. And honestly, even if you did half this stuff, you would get better data than he does, because, like we talked about, everyone knows who he is. You're probably not going to announce it to your followers that you're doing a test. But even if you did a test over a week, you're going to get some sort of feedback about that. However, with this, I'm still baffled that this happened. And I'm interested to see what other tests that he's going to do as the owner of, as the CEO of Twitter, and what else he's going to try and do. I'm really curious. What do you think about this whole thing? What do you think about his 24-hour test where he announced this to his followers? Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you agree with what he did? Let me know. Otherwise, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to hit notifications to make sure that you get all the notifications on all my new videos. And I will see you in the next video.